Hi guys. If you're here, you're probably a new mom, and I just want to say hi. And you're doing a great job. And it's one of those. It's the craziest week, honestly, the first weeks, and then it does get better. I am now about to be 7 months postpartum, and just like you might be, or maybe you're not, you're just looking at more information, you're still pregnant, you're trying to prepare yourself, very smart. You're having trouble getting your baby to latch, and I definitely went through that. When I left the hospital, my baby was latching, it looked fine, he wasn't transferring. Long story short, I ended up being an exclusively pumper for the first 9 weeks of his life. Almost 9, it was like 8 in a couple days. And then from then, I've been able to exclusively breastfeed him since then. And now he's about to be 7 months. So he's been breastfeeding for almost 5 months. Something that I never thought I would be able to say, because it just seems like the older your baby gets, the more you lose hope. And don't lose hope at all. If your baby is right now 6 weeks and you still have a low milk supply and you're struggling to get him to latch, that was me. I had a low milk supply up till I was like 6-7 weeks, so don't lose hope. So this is the things that I did to get my baby to latch. I saw 3 different lactation consultants because I was desperate and I really wanted to breastfeed him. And I think every mom does. I think you leave the hospital wanting to breastfeed. Most people, especially when you're a new mom, that's usually like the thing, you want to breastfeed. So I saw the lactation consultants in the hospital, which was I saw 2 of them. And then when I left the hospital, when my baby wouldn't latch and when he was losing too much weight, then I saw another lady. I didn't have a very good experience, but from every single lactation consultant that I did see, I was able to get little tips that actually eventually helped them to latch. The best lactation consultant that I saw was the last one, the third time's a charm. But by the time that I had gotten to see her, I had already done so much at home that all I needed was really just for her to reaffirm that now he was latched, like he was properly latched. Because once he was latching onto the breast, I never knew if he was transferring or if he was correct, and I was always unsure. So going to that 3rd one, she just reassured me that's what it's supposed to look like. So then I wrote 5 of the things that I did that eventually got my baby to latch. So the first thing that I did was pump. You need to maintain your milk supply. I would pump every time my baby drank milk. Every time my baby drank a bottle, I would pump. So if he was drinking 10 bottles, 8 bottles a day, I would pump that many times. So as soon as I would feed him, I would start pumping. So that my idea was my body will learn how to make enough food for him if I pump every time that he eats. So you need to pump as many times as you can, because if you maintain your milk supply, then there's always hope that he will latch and the milk will be there. And once the milk is there and it's overflowing, then they know that that's where food comes from. So that's the first thing. You need to maintain your milk supply. The second thing that you need to do is make the breast a happy experience. So skin to skin, hold your baby near the breast. My baby at one point had an aversion. Anytime I would put him next to my breast, he would cry like crazy because I was forcing him onto the breast, and that's the worst thing you can do, because they naturally do this like thing where they throw their head back when they're gonna latch. And when you're forcing your baby by trying to hold the head there to get him to latch, you are doing the opposite of what they are going to do naturally. So if he cries, remove him and soothe him and tell him you're proud of him or her. So the moment that you put him skin to skin, you put him near the breast, they're enjoying the experience, they love it, there's warm, you're hugging them. Then after that, try to get him to latch. If they cry, remove them instantly. Don't try to continue getting them to latch. Hold them, soothe them, tell them they did a great job, that it's okay, you know, just make them feel like it's not comforted. That's one of the things that I did for like 6-7 weeks, every single day, skin to skin, trying, comforting. Don't try to get the baby to latch when he or she is hungry. So yes, that is one of the things that I try to do many times, and I would just end up crying. I would just end up crying. So do it in between meals, so like a snack. Like they're almost due for a bottle in an hour. They could probably take an ounce, you know, or 2, because they ate an hour ago, so they might be a little hungry. So do it in between meals, so it's more of a snack, so that they're not going crazy crying for the breast and you're trying to force them to drink something that does not going to give them the milk as fast as they wanted. So do it in between meals. And number 4, don't try to get the baby to latch all day. So that was a mistake that I made many times. As soon as he would show some type of interest, I would be like, okay, now I'm just gonna breastfeed him all day and I'm gonna try to get him to latch all day. Yeah, don't do that. Try to get him to latch once or twice a day. Don't overwhelm them with like forcing them to drink from the breast. And try it every single day. It took me almost 9 weeks of doing this every single day. So just try it once a day. They showed a little bit of interest. They suckled a little. They laid there next to you. They did a great job. Move on. You know, once a day. Don't overwhelm them. Talk to your baby. Yes, that is one of the second lactation consultant. She was like, you should talk to your baby and tell him he's doing a great job. So then I would try to get him to latch, and I'll be like, wow, you're doing such a great job, baby. And every time that it will look like he was finally trying to latch, I'll be like, wow, thank you. And then he'll latch for a second, and then he'll just like be uninterested. I'll be like, you did such a great job, thank you, wow. Oh, like open your mouth, there you go, wide. And you know, talk to your baby. Your voice is very soothing to them. And the bonus thing, this is just bonus things. Those were like the 5 things that I did. Watch this video that I'm gonna link at the bottom. This is the video that I think has like the best like information on getting your baby to latch. I think it's from the World Health Organization. Out of all the YouTube videos that I watched, this was the best one. So watch this video. It will kind of give you instruction on how it looks when they're latched, how to get them to latch. So watch that video. And then last thing, don't give up on a bad day. So don't give up on a day when you're already emotional, you're crying, you're sad that he or she is not latching, and you're like, oh my god, why isn't my baby latching? I just want to breastfeed him so bad. This is so tiring, this is so hard, I'm pumping, I never get to sleep. And you're just so emotional because you're postpartum. You're sad because your baby's not latching, and then you're pumping every 2 hours, and it's overwhelming and exhausting, and you feel like you never hold your baby because you always have to be pumping. Don't give up on that day. Give up on the day when you're having a good day and you're just like, you know what, this is not for me. This is not working. I'm not happy, my baby's not happy. And you make that decision on a day that you're not emotional, so that there's no regrets. Don't make that decision on a day where you're having a terrible day, your baby's crying, you are exhausted, and then you're like, I'm gonna give up. You know, no, just, you know, just relax, go to sleep, or whatever sleep you can get. Think about it, pray about it, and be like, okay, this is not for me. And it's a day with your emotions are not a roller coaster, and you're more relaxed and you could think things clearly. So yeah, don't give up on a bad day, guys. And yeah, that is it. And that is the 5 tips, things that I did that eventually got my baby to latch. And that's all I have to say. So thank you for watching. I will soon be posting my breastfeeding journey, the actual detailed story of how it all came to be. And have a good day, guys, and I wish you the best in your postpartum journey. It's rough but it's amazing and it's so rewarding. All right, bye guys.